Let's go back to where it all began. Hey guys, it's Lisa from MsMojo, and today we're counting down the top 10 RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars Season 1 moments.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
For this list, we're choosing the best and most memorable moments from the first season of the popular Drag Race spin-off show.
Cover girl, put the bass in your walk, head to toe. Let your whole body talk.
As usual, expect specific untucked moments for another list. And All-Stars newbies, if you haven't watched it yet, there are heavy spoilers ahead.
Number 10. Tammie Browns' Weird Outbursts.
I'm Tammie Brown with an IE.
Drag Race has seen its fair share of quirky characters step into the workroom, but Tammie Brown was the original oddball. Despite only making it to the second episode of Season 1, she left an indelible impression on audiences who were thrilled to see her brought back for the first ever All-Star season.
I am a huge Tammie Brown fan, and I love that little girl makes me queef.
After a multi-year break from the world of RuPaul, Tammie continued right where she left off, uttering a constant stream of strange and hilarious lines wherever she was, including right into the middle of arguments in Untucked.
Oh God, I'm so confused. I'm so sorry. Sorry, I'm so bad at this stuff.
Tammie wasn't just removed from the All-Stars drama, she was removed from planet Earth entirely. And honestly, that's why we all love her. Number 9. The Celebrity Drag Daughter Girl Group Challenge. With several seasons of All-Stars behind us now, All-Star Girl Group Challenges have come to be expected.
Please give a big Drag Race welcome to some legendary children.
In the first season, the remaining teams had the extra responsibility of having to make over and incorporate a celebrity daughter into their routine. That's basically 2 whole challenges in one. Team Jarlexis had Kelly Osbourne, daughter of Sharon and Ozzy Osbourne. Team Shad had Jillian Hervey, daughter of Vanessa Williams, while Team Rujubee had Zadie Z, daughter of Pia Zadora. The 3 groups had to lip-sync to a RuPaul song in front of a live audience, with Team Shad's Savage Sisters snatching victory. The true winner, however, was Kelly Osbourne, who seemed to have the most fun with her bandmates.
And what?
Number 8. Chad Michaels becomes the first All-Stars winner. Chad Michaels just narrowly missed out on the crown in Season 4. She lost to a very deserving Sharon Needles, but had Sharon not been in her way, we're convinced Chad would have had it in the bag.
Sharon Needles!
Obviously, Ru knew this too, as she invited Chad to compete again right after her original season wrapped up.
Happy Hunger Games, bitches!
Teamed up with her Las Vegas sister Chanel, who'd we'd last seen in Season 1, the pair made for fierce competition.
Bitch, me and Chanel are the dream duo. We have this one.
Can we do it again?
But there could only be one person inducted into the Drag Race Hall of Fame. Chad Michaels is a worthy inaugural entrant, but her victory unfortunately meant that Raven was left in the first runner-up spot, just like she was in Season 2.
The first inductee to the Drag Race Hall of Fame is Chad Michaels.
Number 7. The Black Rain Photoshoot. In the first episode of All-Stars 1, the girls had not 1 but 2 photo shoots.
You'll be producing your own high-fashion photo spread.
For the mini challenge, each team had to do stripped-down poses together around the theme Half-Baked, leading to some pretty creative results.
Choke me, choke me.
Love that. Choke her out. Good.
For the main challenge, the theme was Opposites Attract. Stand in front of the camera looking pretty with your partner, right? Yeah, not so much. After the girls entered the set, Ru made it rain, and we mean actual colored rain.
Being Yara is very complicated. Yara is very high fashion, but she always have a dark style.
Obviously, things got messy from there. Wigs flew off, lashes came out, Pandora Boxx pretended to murder Mimi M first, while Raven decided wet clothes weren't really her style and got rid of them altogether.
Okay, all right.
Why the did I nominate myself to be naked?
I can see your penis.
Number 6. The Superhero Supervillain Challenge.
For this week's main challenge, we have to transform ourselves into superheroes and supervillains.
The penultimate episode saw the remaining two teams, Team Shad and Team Rujubee, battle against each other as superhero and supervillain combos, or dynamic drag duos, as the challenge was titled. They had to come up with convincing backstories, names, and costumes for their superpowered characters. Naturally, Raven and Chanel took the villain roles, leaving Jujubee and Chad as the heroes.
Fire crotch! Wow. She's a torch slinger.
The results were mixed. While Chad and Raven earned high praise for their fun and fashionable takes on the superhero genre, Jujubee's didn't pop like it should have, while Chanel looked like a fetish gear model. Despite the inconsistency and quality, this unique challenge was certainly a memorable one.
By day, I'm a mammographer, but at night, I transform into Lactasia.
Oh, yes.
Pure evil.
Number 5. The team-up twist is revealed. Fans know to expect twists in a season of All-Stars, and it all started with the very first one. At the start of All-Stars 1, RuPaul revealed that the returning queens would be judged a little differently.
And if one of you fails, you both go home.
Oh, God!
Oh my gosh.
The ultimate shade of it all.
As well as their charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent, girls would have to show off their synergy. And how are they supposed to do that? By competing in teams of 2.
Whip it out. Oh. Oh. Oh, I see a match. Raven and Jujubee. Congratulations.
Gags all around. To match them all up, Ru had each queen state her first preference for a teammate. If 2 queens picked each other, they'd get paired up right away. If not, they had to go again for second picks. For some, it was a dream partnership. For others, it was a nightmare.
Pandora Boxx and Mimi, I'm first.
Number 4. The queens prank strangers on the street. In the earlier days of Drag Race, the show would take sadistic pleasure in forcing contestants to don day drag and leave the comfortable confines of the studio.
For this week's All-Star Challenge, I'm turning you loose on the streets of Hollywood.
We rarely see Drag Race queens unleashed onto Hollywood Boulevard anymore, and in some ways that's a real shame, because they were often hilarious.
Tell him to hurry his ass up.
And that one too.
You want this one off too?
Yep.
The Queens Behaving Badly episodes of All Stars 1 is a great example of this. The challenge saw one queen out on the boulevard, while the other fed her prank ideas through an earpiece.
There's gonna be limbo dancing. Here we go. Limbo!
Yes, you got it. You got it. Yay!
We got to see Jujubee get slapped in the face, Raven try to feed someone grapes, Yara Sofia get walked like a dog, and then attempt to force a woman into an adult diaper.
But you gotta put it on.
Yara, your power of convincing is horrible.
You're gonna pee on yourself.
Number 3. Yara Sofia takes over Alexis Mateo's lip sync. Along with the team-up twist, there was one other big change made to the competition in All Stars 1.
If during the first minute of the lip sync, your partner's having a she emergency, you have one chance to push the button, tag her, and finish the lip sync yourself.
As well as being saddled with a partner during the challenges, the girls had the option of doing a tag team style lip sync for your life.
Yara and Alexis, who will lip sync for your team?
I trust you. I will lip sync for my team.
While one member lip synced, the other could buzz in and replace them if they wanted. No one really took advantage of this except for Yara. Didn't even wait a minute before muscling in on Alexis Mateo's battle against Raven.
What the?
I pressed the button because I'm thinking to use my power with her power to beat the other team.
Alexis didn't seem too happy about it, while Raven relished the chance to beat both members of Team Jarlexis. And you know what? She did. After all, you can't top Raven doing what she does best.
Raven is killing it. I think it was completely pointless for Yara to go up there on stage.
Don't you wish your girlfriend was fun like me? Don't you?
Jesus, that was hot.
Number 2. Pandora Boxx is eliminated in the first episode. Pandora Boxx's early exit in Season 2 was one of the first controversial eliminations in Drag Race history, and then in All Stars 1, it happened all over again. While the rest of her competitors were satisfied with their partners, Pandora couldn't hide how irritated she was with Mimi I'm First as hers.
I'm standing with Mimi, who went a little crazy on her season, so now I'm stuck.
Especially after Mimi's legitimacy as an all-star was so heavily scrutinized by Raven in Untucked.
Out of all
Do
50
not attack
bitches,
my fans, bitch.
Of the shit that I've seen, you don't have that many.
While the tension between Pandora and Mimi could have made for some great chemistry, it ended up dragging them into the bottom 2 in the very first episode. Mimi was no match for Chad Michaels in the lip sync, and Pandora once again sashayed away before her time. It was frustrating for both her and her fans.
Wah, wah. If I was by myself, I would have won.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
I'm Jujubee. I love long walks on the beach, big dicks, and fried chicken.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Chanel.
Chanel who?
Exactly.
You
go.
Chanel and Jujubee, your driver is Delta Work. Chad and Raven, your driver is Angina.
Hey, baby. I heard Manila's a supermodel now.
Well, she must model for the left, because she isn't right.
Yesterday they told you you would not go far. That night
I'm channeling a little bit of Tina Turner, and then I put a little Tammie spunk on top of it.
on with us.
Number 1. Raven and Jujubee's emotional lip sync. Until All Stars 1, only 3 finalists ever progressed to the last episode of a season of Drag Race. Raven and Jujubee changed all of that.
The time has come for you to lip sync for your life.
By the 5th episode, Team Shad and Team Rujubee were pitted against each other in the Dynamic Drag Duos Challenge, knowing that the losing pair would be forced to lip sync against each other, not an opposing team member. All the markings for the most emotional lip sync for your life are there, and boy did Team Rujubee deliver.
I'm spinning around in circles. I'm in the corner watching you.
The song, Robin's Dancing on My Own, provided the perfect score for their heartfelt joint performance, and it was clear that while they both wanted to stay, neither wanted the other to go either. Thankfully, RuPaul agreed with this.
Jujubee. Shantae, you both stay.
Yes! Yes!
Thank you so much.
I say we have a top 4.
Do you agree with our picks? Let us know in the comments. And hey, if you're a fan of the song playing right now, be sure to check out the music video for it right here.
My